Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of August 7th through 13th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers, subscribers, and channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Also want to say happy Monday. I hope you've had a marvelous start to the week. For those of you that are kind of in that process of doing back to school shopping, I feel for you. That is exactly where we are heading as well. Kind of bummed. I love the summer. I love when school is out, although I do appreciate and am grateful for school for, the learning, for the process. I still like when it's out. I like when the kiddos are around and get to do things and spend time and, all the things. Anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and see what is happening, coming in, going on for you this week. Aquarius, let's go ahead and get a few cards out. 1, 2, Spirit is indicating here. Let's see. No, just the bottom one here. Interesting. And we're going to shuffle and see what comes out there. So you've got re-energize. Oh, you've got light. And you have healing. So Aquarius, wow. Here's what's coming through. This is just looking at these 3 cards. What is coming through? You've got, see, going from the dark to the light, which that is, right? Re-energize, the light, healing. Those 3 cards just in and of themselves. What is coming through is this energy of the light coming through the cracks, okay? You see, like, the energy of something that is broken coming back together, mending, healing. All right. Also, for some reason, I'm seeing that energy of hope, right? Kind of that beacon, that light that is magnetizing or pulling people potentially to you and or to the light, or healing in and of itself. Okay, some of you are really moving out of an energy of stress and hustle and bustle into this energy of kind of letting go, releasing, stepping back, letting yourself take a rest, re-energize, letting the light come in, letting that healing flow through this week, Aquarius. Also, I'm seeing, which is kind of off topic a little bit, is this energy of, or this kind of seeing flowers grow up through the cracks in kind of the concrete, right? In a place or in a way that you wouldn't think, or the lotus, is it, that's what it's called, the lotus flower that grows in the swamp, right? It comes up through the muck and the mud, a really thick, dense kind of muck and mud, right, in the water, in the kind of swampy area, and it comes up and it grows and it blooms and it is beautiful right through that. That is what is coming through for you this week, Aquarius. You've got the light shining through, right? It's like you're in the depth. For some of you, you've been in the depth potentially of the ocean, down in the depth of the darkness of the water, which is coming through here, and you're growing up and out through the light. You've kind of got that beacon energy that's kind of pulling you up and out of that. For some of you, that being pulled back or away from, retreating kind of, so that you can re-energize, you see, move into that light, have that healing energy. This is really going to be a major or monumental week for you coming through, Aquarius, because that light is shining through. You've got that energy of really coming up through the cracks or the crevices, and that blooming, that beauty, right, that is on the surface, that is you is shining through. It's a beacon. You are a beacon during this week, Aquarius. Just gorgeous. Lots of healing energy coming through too. Let's see what else the tarot wants to add here. Let's see, what did we get? 3, yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh my gosh. Just, ooh, okay. Just looking. I got 2 more here. Just looking here, you've got the 10 of Wands coming out. You see, some of you working too hard or too many hours, the need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. See, this energy, it's like you've been in that 10 of Wands energy, and this week you're almost being pulled out of it, right? Re-energized, pulled out or pulled away. It could be that something happens. You've got this health problems due to stress. It could be that you come down with like a cold or the flu or something that requires you to pull back, right? To have to take that break, to allow for the healing, allow yourself to re-energize, allow yourself to kind of come, for some of you, because you've been so burdened with that 10 of Wands, or working too many hours, or whatever, or being so independent, or wanting to do it all yourself, however it may come through for you here specifically, Aquarius, you're being brought out of that, because a lot of times when we don't feel good, even if we are independent or on our own, people tend to show up if they know we're not feeling good, or if you know you're out of work for a few days, or somebody doesn't talk to you that is used to talking to you regularly doesn't, they tend to kind of show up or want to do things for you. And a lot of times when you're down and out, or you're not feeling well, or you maybe have the whatever, right? You tend to be open for that, for somebody to bring you chicken noodle soup, or to pick up the mail, or to mow the lawn, or whatever it may be specifically. And that is going to really be beneficial. They may be showing up, somebody may be showing up this week as a beacon for light for you as well, Aquarius. Okay, interesting energy coming through here. Now you also have the King of Wands coming through, which is super interesting. King of Wands, I do have yeah, okay. King of Wands, you've got motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Take a leadership role, step into the spotlight. Isn't that interesting? Because Aquarius, the star energy, generally can come through with that stepping into the spotlight. Also, public speaking, keep your eyes on the big picture, communicate your vision, don't be sensitive to criticism. This King of Wands energy is really a gorgeous card, a gorgeous energy. He's got, you know, like this bright energy on kind of this necklace. Also here, right? That fire energy coming through here, Aquarius. Some of you are really, again, in that energy of being a beacon of light, okay? With the lighthouse here. You've got the lighthouse here, and then you've got this kind of bright energy in 2 spots on this card. And also, it's just like the sun is shining through with this King of Wands. Very inspirational, right? Allowing yourself to re-energize and or being required. It's kind of coming through that this is coming through as a requirement, okay? That, you know, some of you are so ambitious, so motivated, which is beautiful, but it's almost as if you're being required to take a step back, to allow yourself to re-energize, to allow yourself to heal, to mend, to let the light come in, right? It's like yeah, if it's just coming at the top of my head, like is it in China, or either way, I'll have to look it up after the reading, but you hear about it like where something is cracked or broken, like a vase or a glass or whatever, and it is filled with gold. The crack is filled with gold, repaired, right? It's like that energy coming through, that energy of coming up through the cracks, right? And that beautiful flower, or even the dandelion, which is useful. Those, a lot of times that is forgotten. The dandelion root, the dandelion tea, it is can be useful, but a lot of times that's forgotten. And for some of you, you know, that energy coming through is that energy of you know, kind of getting bogged down, or not allowing yourself to take a step back, or not allowing yourself to see the light that's coming through the cracks, or allowing yourself that time to re-energize, or for healing to come in. And for some of you, it's going to be a requirement this week, Aquarius, that it's going to be required. Also, you have this awakening energy coming through, and this awakening energy is coming through. This is hangman energy, as you can see here. But do you see everything falling out? It's almost as if what isn't needed or necessary anymore, you're awakening to that, and it's just falling away, okay? Just like we talked about here with being down in that deep kind of the water, that dark part of the water, right? And, you know, having all the things come up, or show up, or whatever, but being pulled up out of that, okay? This is like the stuff that no longer is working, or no longer is important, or no longer is serving you, or feels a little heavy or dark, right? Letting that all fall away, knowing that there can be cracks. Sometimes those cracks are there so that we can bloom up through them, grow up through them, have this beautiful energy, or the gold can fill in the cracks, or so that we can be cracked open, right? To kind of see things from a different perspective, or to allow what no longer works for us to fall away, and to have that opening of the energy, the opening of the heart, the opening of the forgiveness, or the opening for healing, whatever it may be specifically for you here this week, Aquarius. You're gonna know, okay? You have a temporary pause for reflection and insight, an awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Look at that, see? Double confirmation, seeing things in a whole new light, right? Okay. Embrace your own uniqueness, charitable actions, okay? Charitable actions can also be towards yourself, re-energizing, taking a step back, right? Even in those moments where you're like, dang, no, or allowing others to step in and help you, or show up and, you know, mow the lawn, or do certain things because you're down and out, or you're not feeling like it, or, you know, you're being required to take a time out, okay? That is really what's coming through, this requirement to take a time out. It's like, dang, Aquarius, you know, it may not be the perfect time, but in the bigger picture, in the big sense of things, right? This one right here, is it this one that says, which one is the one here says to look at the big picture? Or maybe that just came through. I thought there was one that talked about the big picture. Don't be so. Oh yeah, keep your eyes on the big picture coming through here with that King of Wands energy, right? It's where, even though it seems like the timing is off, or it's not the best time, in the big picture, or in the future, just a little bit down the road, you're going to see how that crack, or how that requirement actually helped to fulfill something, and or let other things that were no longer necessary or beneficial fall away. You see, it's always beautiful, okay? And you have the Hermit. See? That is gorgeous. Look at that beautiful energy. Now you know that that light that is there, in some cards it is the star, okay? And in others it is a fire, or a brightness, a light, just like this is coming out. That is hope, and that is inspiration that is coming through there in that light, Aquarius. Isn't that gorgeous? The Hermit says time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Again, you have shine your light as an example to others. Be the beacon of light, right? So these cards all here are talking about that light, okay? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? You've got one that says too many hours, it's time to step back, which goes right with that re-energize. Aquarius, you just can't make up the messages, because they come so, this is coming through so clear. It is so clear, Aquarius, okay? Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. See, taking that time to reflect, to step back, but to shine your light. Inspire others. Be that beacon. Allow that energy to come through the cracks, right? Let's see. Your last card here is ego, the illusion of being trapped. See, yeah, it's being required, and for some of you, you're like, I don't have time for this. We just talked about that, right? The ego, the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support you, that support your path to happiness. Addictions or unhealthy habits, right? Yeah, when we're being too independent, when we're not showing up for ourselves, we're not taking a step back, we're not allowing that healing to happen, when we're denying it, shoving it down, pushing it away, when we're not letting the light come through, and or letting ourselves be that beacon of light for others, we can get ourselves in certain situations that are not beneficial. Okay, this is super gorgeous. At the bottom you have the Ace of Pentacles, right? A windfall of abundance coming through here. So, right, wise counsel or good fortune, an exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or vehicle. Okay, look at all of those flowers coming through here. Look at all of that blooming coming through. Okay, now this isn't coming through the cracks. This isn't coming up through within the specific image anyway, up through the swamp like the lotus flower, right? This is that energy of kind of following a golden path, right? A golden path to that big picture, to that healing, to that energy of being re-energized, to that beacon of light and that inspiration, that hope, that beautiful energy that's on the other side of that Ten of Wands. Okay, letting go of all the things, but following that yellow brick road, or that golden path, more of a golden path because it's really kind of shimmery and beautiful, but following that golden path, allowing that crack or those cracks to be filled with the gold, allowing that flower to come up through, even, sometimes certain things that are considered weeds like the dandelion are beneficial, but we don't always remember that. Okay, allowing that healing to come in, allowing people to come and be of service to you, seeing that bigger picture, allowing for all of that beautiful energy to come through. You've got triple confirmation as far as that light coming through, right, Aquarius? This is beautiful. You've got that Ace of Pentacles, this abundance, this windfall, this following that golden path. Okay, beautiful, beautiful energy coming here through here for you, Aquarius. Again, it's feeling very much like this is going to be a requirement this week to take a step back, to re-energize. It may come through in a way that you don't understand, but that you will see in the future as being something that definitely was beneficial. That lotus coming up through the muck, or the mud, right? That beautiful blooming and or letting fall away of what is no longer beneficial. You're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to see this and understand it as it's happening. It's beautiful. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.